the single best way to fight against pseudoscience is to have as many people as possible making videos about actual science. So like, yes, Flint is someone who is, highly, accredited, has gone through a lot of school, is someone who is like very highly qualified, to be someone who is teaching, archaeology. I am someone who has a lot more of a non-traditional path into this, but I'm still following it. And so something I always try and say, especially to people who may feel a little bit of that imposter syndrome, like, man, I'm just not qualified to do this. I'm not smart enough. I'm not, degreed enough. I'm not this, that, the other thing. I think that most people are a lot more qualified than they give themselves credit for. Obviously, don't, swing out of your lane without checking in with people and, referencing those who, may have more expertise in a field than you. But if there is one thing that we can do to help fight pseudoscience, it's not, me and Flint and, the handful of other people on the internet, doing, videos debunking those people. It's getting as many people as possible to educate the general public about real archaeology, about real science, because then once the general public has a better understanding of this, they won't fall for this misinformation in the first place. But I actually feel a lot of sympathy for a lot of people that fall into alt history, pseudo archaeology and things like that, because in my opinion, it's evidence that they are, they may not have a base of understanding in this field. And that lack of understanding is being taken advantage of by people that are trying to manipulate them. They want to sell them something. They want to, get as famous as possible. They want to get on podcasts, whatever it is. So in my opinion, I think that a lot of people who are kind of falling down this pipeline are evidence that we need to do a better job doing science communication so that they don't fall for it in the first place.
I fully agree. I don't blame anybody that believes in fake archaeology. I think in general, they've been hoodwinked and lied to by those at the very top who are
well said,
spouting this fucking bullshit. And so, look, it takes a certain kind of personality and a certain approach to be able to combat the bullshit. But it's a lot easier and a lot more effective if all of us can speak up and try to actually share legitimate, real archaeological sources. That's my whole mantra. Most of what I produce is real stuff. Though, unfortunately, it's the debunking, like my recent clap back at Joe Rogan, that gets the most views, which is good. I'm going to clap back at Joe Rogan if he's going to insult me. But I'd rather people be learning real archaeology than coming in for some drama. But you know what? Drama is entertaining. And so we should have some drama because we need to enter to edutain people, like that I think is important.
Finding that balance is really hard. I've talked about this on my channel quite a bit that, there is something about the butting heads that is always going to be more engaging and charismatic for the public than, sitting down and listening to a lecture, no matter how charismatic the presenter is.